Let's get it started.
First of all, congratulations on your caps with the U.S. Women's National Team.
Thank you.
So you signed an extension this offseason. What was kind of going through your mind when they offered it to you?
Just that it was really cool to be part of the group that started this team back up, and I really like the direction Jimmy's taking us, and I just saw myself being here for an extended period of time. So I'm excited to keep growing this team and keep being an integral part of this team, and helping everyone develop and become better people and players.
Awesome, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
I'd also like to say congrats on all of your national team call-ups and welcome back. And then condolences on the Oscar snub for your schedule release video acting voiceover.
I was pretty distraught about it.
Yeah, so I fully thought last night you were going to get an Oscar. You've probably talked about it a ton, but we need to hear it. What are your takeaways from your time in the She Believes Cup?
It was such a cool setting. It was very much like a tournament style setting with the national team, and Emma was very keen on just focusing on how to manage through a tournament, because it's match day -1, game day off, and you're already going for the next one, and we're traveling. So just key takeaways was managing myself during that time, I just sat down with her and focusing on improving and not trying to prove something. This is a crazy time right now in the U.S. soccer world, so just focusing on myself and how I can help the group and be a great teammate is everything I do, and every time I get in there every time I have that opportunity.
So you mentioned Emma and some of the things that she's trying to implement with her keepers. We asked this of me, I'll ask it of you. How has the position evolved since you've been a goalkeeper? How is it changing?
We are the spare player now. So we are the ones that can help break the opponents down. And so if we can be great with our feet and see the field and take advantage of our positioning, I think we can advance and have some really great opportunities to build out and make way down to the final third. So just being good with our feet, seeing pressure, and also being adaptable and seeing where we can break teams down throughout a game. It changes. So we might be wanting to be a build out team, but we need to make the decision to go longer at times. So just basically being like a little quarterback back there. Yeah.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Question back here, a lot of ups and downs throughout the first season back, but you were there in the goal working with this group of women to just keep being resilient. And so I wanted to ask you, because you mentioned I wanted to be a part of what we're continuing to do. What is it that you like about what this team has going for them, and what did you learn last season that has allowed you guys to kick it into higher gear this year?
We're a family. We really leaned on each other in hard times, and at the end of the day, we had each other's back as a group, everyone in that locker room. And I learned how resilient we were, and I learned how much this team wants to win and how much we want to be badasses on the field and strong women. So, we keep supporting each other, lifting each other up. And, with a great game plan going into this year, I think, we have a lot of potential for sure.
And then you said you loved what Jimmy's been doing. Just take me through something that stands out to him where you're just man, I've got to be a part of this.
Just how badly he wants to win, and how badly he is wanting to play European style football. I think that is really cool, and using the goalkeeper as a spare player, it's super exciting for me in my game, and trying to implement that and grow in that area.
Cool, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
We saw you in the background of Allie's celebration photo after her first goal.
I freaked out. Oh, it was so cool.
Just take us through that moment and how it felt seeing her.
I was next to her U20s teammate, Claire Hutton, and we were literally, if Allie scores, we're going to freak out. And she starts going. I'm she's going. And then she shoots. It was that perfect. Right after she came over, I was I knew it was 30 yards, and it was 27. I was I knew it was her bread and butter. It was just, I was so happy for her. She had such a great camp, and a She's Believes tournament, and sky's the limit for her. She's going to be amazing.
And then with this year's team, some new players coming in, but you still have Jimmy, you have a lot of people coming back as well. What are the expectations, and how do you guys reach the expectations of making the playoffs, which I've heard is the main expectation for this team?
Honestly, we did a lot of culture work with this group, and just setting our standards early and our non-negotiables, and I think we made it really clear what we expect from each other every single day, and we hold each other to that, especially in the leadership group, with the team and with Jimmy. I think we all collaborate really well, and we're always having those check-ins for accountability, and I think that is what's going to help us, take major steps forward this year.
Two questions from me. This team was really well represented at the She Believes Cup. How do you think the success from that tournament can draw more fan support and maybe higher expectations from outside of Utah onto the Royals?
That's a good question. Just everybody watch women's sports. I think Allie did amazing, Mina did amazing, and just seeing how we can create goals, we can create chances. Those are the exciting parts of soccer. So just as much as we can, brand that and put that out there, and especially at the international stage, I think for sure we'll get views.
And last question for me: the U.S. national team's had a long history of great goalkeepers. What does it mean to you to be in that conversation for the next #1 goalkeeper?
It's surreal. It's such an honor. Obviously, I always wanted to be in this position, but to actually be in it is crazy. And like I said, every time I'm there, I'm just grateful for the opportunity. I don't take it for granted. And just to be in the conversation is a tick for me. Like, I'm very happy with that. And but honestly, just keep growing from those amazing goalkeepers and learning from them alongside Jane and Casey. And I was in camp with Alyssa. It was so great to take away from their game and implement it in mine. So I'm super honored.
Yes. I just have one more question.
Mm-hmm.
What excites you most about the future?
The endless possibilities of just winning and being a great teammate, and just taking it day by day. I think I've always carried my career not looking at accolades and not looking at the end product. So like when I got nominated for Goalkeeper of the Year last year, I was like, oh, what? Like I didn't even know that was a part of what I could do,
Yeah.
So just taking every opportunity that I can, being super present every game, every time we can step in as a leader in this team, and every camp, hopefully, taking that opportunity, and I think the rest will follow.
Thank you, Mandy.